A solo backpacking adventure into the eastern Sierra Nevada mountains, where everything I needed to survive the night in the wilderness was carried in my pack. Beginning at the Bishop Pass trailhead, I trekked 7 miles along the Bishop Pass Trail and veered east along the Chocolate-Ruwau Loop trail, where I hiked past a series of high alpine lakes surrounded by Chocolate Peak, standing at 11,500 feet above sea level. I reconvened with the Bishop Pass Trail and found a spectacular campsite at the northern end of Long Lake, overlooking Bishop Pass and the beautiful eastern Sierra high country. The next day, I hiked down the Bishop Pass Trail, taking in a different perspective and enjoying the quiet morning solitude along the way. This was quite the adventure, and it begins right now. Look how full this lake is. I can't believe it. It has been probably 5, 6, 7 years since this lake has been this full. So excited by it. It means we're getting out of the drought. I think that's what it means. But yeah, if you're new to this channel, I go out backpacking. And I'm currently out in the eastern Sierra, going up the Bishop Pass Trail and go see where the trail takes me, and probably do the Chocolate Lakes Loop, and then camp out somewhere in this beautiful wilderness. So super excited by this. Treasure Lakes and Bishop Pass. Going up Bishop Pass. So far that rain's held off too, so weather's not looking too bad actually. Except over in that direction, it's a bit ominous. Alright, I've made it to the Chocolate Lakes Loop. The start of it at least. And the weather's starting to clear up just a little bit. If you can see that behind me. Got the Chocolate Mountain up in the distance over there. Just beautiful. My gosh. Chocolate Mountain, Chocolate Peak, whatever it's called. It's gorgeous. Coming into the first chocolate lake. Unbelievably beautiful. Wow. So beautiful. My goodness. Chocolate Lakes. Little hidden gem here on the east side of the Sierra. I'm having a really hard time right now not stopping just because of how beautiful it is. The first lake, which I thought was Chocolate Lake, it's actually Bull Lake. And it's just stunning. Can't get enough of it. So I'm gonna keep pushing on and go past Bull Lake, and then I think I'll get to the upper lakes, which are actually called Chocolate Lakes. So I could be wrong, but I'll let you know.
Making my way from Bull up to the lower Chocolate Lakes. Gotta go up this little pass right here. Very pretty though. Lots of water. So look back at Bull Lake. Rain is holding off so far. Been pretty lucky. The fragrances, the smells have just been something else. I think there's a lot of wild onion in this area. It's just so aromatic. Lots of mint, I think, as well. Oh my gosh, it smells wonderful. It's like I'm in an herb garden, or herb, depending on where you're from. It just smells just like a kitchen, it smells like an Italian kitchen. If you've been to Italy, you got someone cooking with some fresh local herbs. Nothing like it. I love the Sierras. Whew. Here at Upper Chocolate Lake, right behind me, and making my way up the pass now. I guess it's called Chocolate Pass. But it should be a nice little scramble. And the weather is still holding on. No rain yet. It is just so wonderful to be outside. It's like no matter where you are, whether at home or here, although when I'm here, it's certainly more scenic. Oh my word. What a great place to be in the summertime. Just made it up the pass from Upper Chocolate Lake. Now up and over to the next lake. That pass was actually pretty steep, going up from the Chocolate Lake over to what I believe is called Ruwau Lake. It's R-U-W-A-U. Ruwau? I think that's how you say it. Anyway, it's an absolutely beautiful lake because it's got a little island right in the middle of it. And when the sun comes out and hits that, it's incredible. It feels like you're in kind of like a tropical paradise. This is probably one of the most beautiful lakes I have ever seen in the Sierra. A little island out there. That's just gorgeous. Be pretty cool if you can camp on it. Swim out. Take a little inflatable raft. Incredible. Wow, got quite a bit of bushwhacking to do here. Oh man. Wow. Whew. It's like I'm the first one this season coming through this place. Making my way back down to the main Bishop Pass Trail, and that's Long Lake right in front of me. Let's see. Yeah, Ruwau, if that's correct. So it's this way to Bishop Pass, Long Lake, of course. And I'm gonna see if I can try and find a place to camp somewhere at the start of Long Lake, overlooking the lake. Some fantastic views of Long Lake. So I'm coming up to the southern tip of it. I think I may have found a side trail that kind of skirts around Long Lake, around the, I think it's the southern tip. And I'm hoping there's campsites on that side because there's really nothing right here. So see where this little side trail takes me. It's not even on the map, actually. I was just looking at the map and I happened to see that it looks fairly flat. It's decent. And so I figured, why not go over here and check it out, see what it's all about. And sure enough, there's a trail. So just following this trail. So it took me a minute, but I found a pretty good campsite. Pre-cleared. So it's an existing campsite and overlooking Long Lake. Not too bad. Not too shabby. And I'm kind of semi-protected from these trees here, so seems like a pretty good spot. No one else here. My spot. All right, the tent is set up. Took me a while because there's so many rocks on the ground. So I actually had to kind of pick up some boulders, mound them up just to hold things in. So I think this will work. It'll work for the night. But I've got a killer view. Show you this view over here of Long Lake. And I've been saying the south end of Long Lake, but it's actually the north end of Long Lake. So I am right on the North Peninsula. That's actually an island right there. How cool is that? Imagine getting a raft and camping right out there. But yeah, there's no one else out here. Got this whole place to myself. And I should probably get some water because I'm completely out and start cooking dinner. All right, got my two liter platypus bag, so I've got a total of a gallon of water at camp. Go fill these things up right at the water's edge. Looks like a pretty good spot. Just right down from my campsite. A little bit of bushwhack. Wow. There we go. Yeah, this is actually the trail right here. The Bishop Pass Trail. So we just gotta find a spot to scoop up some water. Get some water going. This just looks amazing. Beef stroganoff with noodles. So lightweight as well. I mean, normally they are pretty lightweight, but this is just feels, it's like it's an ultra light food item. Yeah, 27 grams of protein, so lots of carbs. Craving this right now. Absolutely craving it. And what I just noticed, I think I can see Bishop Pass way over in the distance. That last little bit of light. And speaking of light, it is just after 6:30. It's 6:40, so perfect time to get to camp and to get dinner going, really. I will show you what I did bring. So I brought the beef stroganoff. I brought peanut butter and banana oatmeal, but I really don't eat breakfast. I only bring this just in case I am hungry in the morning. Also brought some tea, passion fruit of course, and then up here I've got just some more Propel and some Folgers coffee. So pretty simple. Really don't need very much when I'm out here. Of course, the 2 liters of water. In this bag I keep my spork and my cup, and got my tent. Sky's looking kind of threatening over in that direction, but over here it's looking pretty good, and actually the wind is blowing this way, so this is all kind of going away from me. So it could possibly be a very nice night tonight. All right, time for some beef stroganoff. I am looking forward to this. Hiked for about 5 hours in total today. I was really slow. I think I only hiked about 7 miles, and I was like just over a mile an hour because this valley is so beautiful. I would only get so far, and I would have to stop. Like when I got to Bull Lake, I was there for probably 45 minutes at Bull Lake. I try to make it to camp early, but gosh, that loop is just gorgeous. Wow, this looks fantastic. So let's see. I let this simmer for 27 minutes. 27 minutes. This should be pretty tasty. And I find that I let these simmer longer when I'm up in the Sierra. I think I'm at 10,000 feet or so, give or take 1,000 feet. And when you are higher, you need more time for your fuel or for your food. So I just let it sit almost 30 minutes. Let's give it a taste. Wow. Wow. Good job, Mountain House. That's probably you know what's funny? It needs a little bit more salt. Even though there's a ton of sodium here. There is a ton of sodium, but it needs more salt. Pretty good. You can't beat this. In the mountains, having beef stroganoff. Wow. places and just hike and camp. Look at that. That's proper. It's proper mountain house beef stroganoff. This is one of the most epic evenings I've had in the Sierra. This whole mountain was lit up, and so was this. It's like your perfect Sierra evening. Amazing. The colors out here are just incredible. Tucked up on this hill, enjoying my campsite. Time to get all cozy inside of the tent. So that's gonna do it. All tucked in. You can hear the lake water lapping against the shore. A little bit of wind tonight. You can hear it on the peaks outside. And just another beautiful night under the stars. Out here in the Sierra Nevada. Beautiful Sierra Nevada. Hope I sleep good. Wind normally keeps me up, so we'll see how it goes. You'll know in the morning. See you in the morning. Good morning. Pretty quiet night. Pretty quiet night. Like zero noise, which was almost eerie. I just woke up. Take some first peeks outside. It is 6 o'clock exactly. First look. The tent is all wet because I camped right next to the water, so everything's wet. That's okay. Whew. I gotta get some coffee on. Oh my gosh. Stayed super warm though. Super warm all night. Time for some coffee. This is what I mean by everything being wet. Got some wet spots down there. Anywhere I've touched really. All dewy. So I think my plan this morning is have some coffee, pack up, we'll probably do those things simultaneously, and start making my way out because you know I'm not hungry. Is that not the best sound in the morning? All right, here's where I camped, leaving no trace. leaving Long Lake. This was a really good spot. But I think I've gathered everything. Nothing left over. Just my hiking poles. Such a gorgeous morning. Ah, beautiful, beautiful place. All right, let's get to hiking. It is, let's see what time we got. Just coming up to 7. Pretty good time. Woke up at 6. Takes me about an hour to pack up and get things going. So here we go. Beautiful morning hike back to the car. That was one of the quietest nights I've had in the wilderness. Normally at night it's kind of windy and you have a constant kind of wind noise that's ripping through the tent. But last night it was completely quiet. All I had was like a little tiny outlet noise from the Long Lake outlet going down the, I think it's the South Fork of the Bishop River. I could be wrong about that. I think it's actually Bishop Creek, now that I think about it. Wow, is this the way? I think I went the wrong way. I gotta backtrack, but wow, that's beautiful. There aren't too many things better than strolling through the woods first thing in the morning, before the sun's fully up. I love this. It's one of the best times to hike, actually. Just cruising, full of energy. Well, that's going to do it for another overnight adventure in the backcountry. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. See you on the next one.